Hey guys, hope you're doing well. I hope you had a great week so far. It's Thursday and it was, as expected, a hectic day, but everything worked out fine and I made it. The one thing I think that I think was an important thing for my athletes, some of my athletes at the moment, they're kind of in that middle phase between shows. And between shows, if you don't really have a date in mind, it's very difficult to stay focused. I would say that's something that you can utilize. You know, if it's not a strength that you have, it's one that you can develop, is patience. Patience for you to, I don't think people always explain how patience works. I didn't go research the word patience, but if I'm going to use it in this context, patience, for you to be patient, you would need a level of confidence. If you're not confident, in most cases, people will jump. If they're unsure, some of them will jump in any direction, backwards, forwards, because they're not sure. And it could have, of course, a bad effect versus someone that just said, you know what, let me just wait here and see what happens. Let me just wait and see what happens. Some people don't do that, they jump. And that lack of patience comes from a lack in confidence of either what you're doing or maybe your ability to absorb whatever's coming your way. You maybe, or whatever, right? In that context. So that's in that thing why someone would not have patience in a certain situation like that. With you being in between shows, that same type of patience applies. If you are really focused, it's sometimes people pull themselves out of their off seasons or their planned rest periods or stuff because of, in my opinion, a lack of confidence. You don't have confidence in yourself, you don't have confidence in your plan, and and you will bear the fruits of that lack in confidence, you know. Unfortunately, that's how it works. It's only until you can kind of have a control of that desire to maybe step on the stage or maybe be in shape, because it's great being in shape, kind of getting a good place, staying there. It feels really great. It's difficult for people to, it's difficult to explain to people sometimes why it's great. Like if every now and again when I go into off seasons, I'm reminded of all the chaos sometimes I let creep in because there's not a show coming up, you know, where when you're focused and purpose driven and time is of the essence, you make better decisions sometimes. You know, I was talking the other day about, you know, diamonds being created under pressure. So that's the thing I want you, specifically now speaking to some of my athletes, I want you to be patient with yourself, be persistent and consistent in your actions. From that patience and applying the right principles, you'll get there. It's year after year, month after month, week after week. But it's like every day of the year, it's like a wall that you build. For the year, it's like a wall that you build. And every day is like a brick that you put into the wall. So think about your year so far. What does your foundation look like? Or is that a good foundation that you've now laid down? We're about what, month 4 now, so we're about 25% into the year. Do you feel that that's a good foundation or not? Some might say, I haven't even started on my foundation. I would be starting now. So think like a brick, you're putting it in until you have your wall that you've built that year, and then you can reflect on what you've done. The thing is, this is a mental thing that you need to do, because it's not a physical wall that you can look at the end of the year with data and statistics and all these lack of things. It's something that you would have to have confidence in, that every day, every hour, every whatever, that you've managed your time and your effort effectively. Okay? So that's a little bit of a talking about patience. and applying patience, and then that it would bear fruits. But again, applying the right type of principles. Don't drop away from what you need to do every day. Trust the process. Make sure you're working hard, and you'll be amazed at the results. Have a great night and see you guys tomorrow. Cheers.